Hello everyone, ElektroZax here, and most of you might know that AsiaCraft has released a new game mode called Factions, and today I'll be showing you what Factions is and how good it is in AsiaCraft. I mean, this is one of the best cracked faction server in Minecraft. You gotta agree with me. Okay, so I'll tell you why. So if you're new to this video, there are also Pixelmon servers in AsiaCraft like Sword and Shield. Will be revisiting them in another video. So today it's gonna be factions, and okay, so this is the spawn. It's kind of good, yeah. So you spawn here and you get nothing. You literally would have nothing. So if you do essentials, kits, wood, you get all this stuff. And if you don't know what factions is, it's like a survival multiplayer but with factions, something called factions. So you can join a faction and just compete to be the best faction in the server. You can raid other factions and stuff. So that's really cool. If you like war, PvP and stuff, this is the right game mode you have to play. You have to try this. At least try this, you will like it. Around the spawn is already claimed by the admins, which is called the war zone, because we don't want people griefing around the spawn, right? So that will be the war zone. You cannot do anything, and when you go out of the war zone, it'll be the wild, and you can do anything you want. You can join factions and stuff and build faction bases. And how to create, you can either join a faction by doing F join faction name, or just create a faction, F create, but you need 10k money to begin create a faction. So for money you can go to warp mines, and it's really cool, guys. Like, warp mines has all the ores you would ever need. You don't have to go on a cave trip to get diamonds and other ores. Like, there are tons of diamonds around here, and you can just get them for free. Nothing, you just come here, get the diamonds and go. And the rank system doesn't work like the ones in Pixelmon server. Like, you need to buy the ranks using money, and for money you can sell stuff via /shop. Like, you can sell the stuff or mob drops, and to get mob drops you can also buy spawners, which is really important in factions. And you can make any spawners and just grind 24 hours every day and get rich as heck. Okay, so, and when you join a faction and make a faction base, you can use /f fly. I'm not a member of a faction right now, so I cannot use that. And when you're in your base and when you do F fly, you can literally fly around your faction claim, like, without, it's not a paid rank or something. You can access it once you join a faction and you hit a faction base. So there are also bosses in the server which spawn randomly in the wild, and they are too powerful than the normal mobs. They're like normal mobs, but more powerful than them. So it adds more interesting stuff to the server. And as you can see, there is something called supply crates. 60 seconds until it refills. These supply crates refill every 30 minutes, I guess. I'm not sure about that. And they have good loot, and when they refill, the coordinates of the supply crate are announced in the chat, which should be announced about now. Wait for it. Wait for it. As you can see, there is an announcement in chats. Crates have been dropped. Supply crates, the coordinates of the supply crates. So if you want to go on an adventure, or just if the supply crates are near you, you can also go loot them and get a lot of loot. There are also something called the desert temples which are different from the normal ones. They have like tons of loots, like they are really big. They have a lot of loot, like they even have lapis lazuli blocks. So that's another new cool feature, and you can also get loot by doing /vote and clicking on the URL and voting, and you get the vote crate keys, and you can do war crates. You can do war crates to use the keys to open crates, and this is another cool feature about the server. For money, you can sell stuff via /shop, like you can sell the stuff or mob drops, and to get mob drops you can also buy spawners, which is really important in factions. And you can make any spawners and just grind 24 hours every day and get rich as heck. Okay, so another really good thing in the server is that auto-clicking is allowed, unlike the Pixelmon servers, and you can just auto-click on your farm and just come back later and see that you have become rich. So that's really good. And yeah, custom enchantments. Okay, custom enchantments are available in the server, so you can get like simple enchantments, you can get OP enchantments, like you can start with 500 XP to soul enchantments which are 90k XP, which is really hard to get, but they're equally OP. So, or you can just go for the standard legendary one, which is OP as well as not that much XP. It's just 25k, and you can just get that in like 15 minutes or so if you have a good grinding sword. And warp nether is free to use, which makes it even more good. So you can just go to the nether, and of course PvP is also, so be careful. You should have good gear and just kill everyone in this place and get whatever you want. Like, look at this. And don't die to mobs, those are really brutal. Okay, so you can get netherite and get netherite armor, netherite sword, pickaxe, and everything you want. And you can also build stuff, and there are duels, like you can duel anyone you want here. Like I'll try, okay, I cannot duel myself, I'll try someone else. Like you can just duel anyone, you can send them a request and they'll be, if they are in spawn, they can accept it, and you'll be dueling in the arena right there. And that's really cool too. Like you can select kit axes or kit swords, so that's another good thing. And you can earn money really easily, and the more spawners you get from money, like there is something called F-top. So the #1 faction right now is this faction, and they have, their faction is worth 21 million power. Okay, so why is because they have the 18 blaze spawners, 9 creeper spawners and stuff, and like 1382 hoppers, 36 droppers. And the more chest hoppers, the more spawners you have, your power will rise. Like they had, for example, this faction had 18 blaze spawners, but when you go look at this faction, they have 0 blaze spawners. That's why they're in 10th place or something. So yeah, that's how it works, the F-top. And you can raid bases, like, you know, if you know how factions work, you can also raid bases. And without a basic knowledge on factions, I don't recommend you playing here. Like, just get the basics. And if you want me to make a video on the basics of factions, you can comment below. And so the server IP is play.asiacraft.net, the same IP used for the Pixelmon servers too. So, and the version is 1.16.5. You can add any texture packs or something. And there are also rules, of course. Every server has the rules, you know. So you cannot advertise, you can't use client mods. You can auto click though. You can download auto clicker mods. That's allowed. And this server is a new server, you know, like the Pixelmon servers were introduced 6 months ago, and the factions is just 1 month old or something. So if you join right now, so right now the top factions right here are like, look at the difference, 21 and 9k, 9 million. So that's a big difference. So as you go on, it really goes low. So if you join right now and create a faction and get OP gear, you can be one of the top factions in the server easily, because it's just growing right now. So if you're looking for a faction server and looking for the right time to join, this is the right time and this is the right server. So you can also join to play with me. So there is also something called player walls. You can access it by /pv number 123 is available for everyone. Others are paid, but so yeah, I have this squad. It's just a grinding squad and stuff. So you can also get custom enchantments, like I have strike 3 on this, chance to strike lightning on an opponent, and that's how it works. So there are tons of custom enchantments. You can get them from grinding XP. So the server is like entirely grinding. It's a grind server, okay? So join the server soon. Bye.